Hello again, YouTube. This is James, aka Triple J755, with another Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 video. Today, I'd like to show you one of my other famous parks that I've made in the game. So, let's get started. You can find this park right here. It is called Standing in a Field because before Triple J became my unofficial nickname, Standing in a Field was going to be one of my sort of albums, and Triple J was originally a rapper name back when I thought I would just become a rapper, but instead I just thought making videos was more fun for me. But the name still stands, so let's go in. And as you can see, it's based on the electric field scenario, not one that I did legitimately. It was for a series called How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Very fun. You can see the complete collection video in the description below. But this is what I've done to the park since then, and most things here are more than a year old, except I recently redid this station specifically for this video. So let's take a look. So you walk in right here. It is a free to enter park, just like this scenario is, which is very nice. There's an information kiosk, very important, as well as the restroom. Oh, I named the restroom 2 Electric Boogaloo. I forgot about that. So we cross the river here, and the first I see is the Pittsburgh driving experience. Very fun. And then there's the first ride I ever made for How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, the Marigold 755, which is right next to the Fur Wheel. To the left, you see the first coaster I added to the park, the Wooden Roller Coaster. It is a very big coaster for such a little amusement park. So here are the stats right here. It is quite big, as you can see. It's a little bit modified from How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 because I had to cut out a hill to make room for the Night Train and Antietam Creek Haunted Line. But it's still very thrilling, and to compensate, I increased the height of this hill, and it looks very nice. This station building is still original to the scenario when you start playing it. Then right here is the park main office. If you watch How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, you would know that a couple important things happen in this building. Yeah. And right here, this is a perfect description of how my brain works during my physics homework sessions. And ever since I built this, I took physics again in the first half of my sophomore year at University of New Haven. So yeah, I can confirm again that's how it goes. Then over here, there is a free fall ride. It's very scary. And just so we're clear, nobody has ever died in this free fall ride. Nothing has ever exploded. Nothing bad has ever happened. Just so we're clear. I think there's a rumor that something happened like this angle or this. I think this angle. Nothing bad has ever happened here. Don't worry about it. Now this is the lake that comes with the scenario. There are the boats in the lake right next to the balloons, which still sell the same colored balloons. And I also made the swans. Right over here we have the Drunken Sailor, one of my favorite flat rides. And right here is an in-house built steel launch coaster into the pool, which is a reference to my very first sort of rap song, Egg, link in the description, which takes place at where I like to think this park takes place at, near Antietam, Maryland. These are the stats for into the pool. It's very fun. Very thin coaster, as you can see. It's a shallow coaster. I think it works though. And also 2 versions that you go through 4 times. It's fantastic. And of course, what is a park without a log flume? I've made one right here that goes through the lake, through a tunnel, and up, and then down, then up even more, and down even more. Looks very nice. It is called Skinner's a Dip, which is a reference to the Bart book, which I read some years ago. It's a very fun book, and on the page where Bart alters some street signs, this is what one of them said. And in the same corner and field as Skinner's a Dip is the junior coaster Old McTrippy Had a Farm. And as you can see, it's not as compact as I'd like it to be, but it's quite tall and goes through this hill right here and through the fruit trees, I believe. It's one of my favorite junior coasters I've ever made. You have to see the stats. Like, wow, that's amazing for a kid's coaster. Oh my god. You can also get on the night train over here, which is also from How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. You can also pick it up over here. And do you know something interesting about the trains? Let's take a look. Yeah, that definitely does not look like a live action model of another train that I know. Moving right along. This right here is the fine carpet ride called Wall Smasher. As you can see, there's a wall here. Watch the How to Play video to find out why it's there. And this right here is a big aero corkscrew coaster called Wild Steven, also from my music video of Egg. It was pretty cool at the time. 5 inversions, including a really cool entry to this haunted house that'll come next, and a corkscrew over this path. Looks very nice. Pretty tall. It's very popular with the guests, and it also goes through this right here is our dark ride. I don't do too many dark rides. This one's called Dr. Poo-Poo's Apartment. It's very scary. And there's the Noise Tower. I think that's a reference to how the last time Derek and I with the troop were in Antietam, we climbed up the tower that actually had 69 steps to the top. Yeah, that's very nice. And over here, you go under this corkscrew, you go to our second wooden coaster. They always go up the lift hill at the same time. As you can see, this is a terrifying TCI coaster. Look how tall it is. My goodness. These people are so brave to want to go. Of course they want to. It's scary. So I called it the Screamer. This is called Tarp on a Stick. It is themed to the wind picking up the tarp of our Scoutmaster, because that's how he slept during the nights when we were at the Antietam Battlefield Campground. He just slept under a tarp held up by a stick. Like, oh my god, what if it rains? This ride perfectly demonstrates that. This is our spinning coaster called Acorn by Zamperla. It's very nice. Very tall, big drop. The spinning activates over here. It's wild. Now here's our powered coaster called Antietam Creek Haunted Mine. This is actually my very first mine ride ever, except for the pre-built design Maniac Miner. And let's see if you can find the train. It's over here. Yeah, it goes into the structure of Woolden Roller Coaster. And yeah, it's quite something. It goes really fast. And I can imagine that the experience on ride is very scenic as well as very thrilling. Here are the stats, like 8.41. Wow! For a coaster that doesn't rely on gravity to go, that's quite something. It can only have one train at a time, though, due to space limitations. Unfortunately, so it does have a long line, but I think it's worth it. Oh, and you can pick up the night train here, too. Very good. Cookie shop. Do not enter here. You also get a really good view here of the first turn of Woolden Roller Coaster. I can imagine that bathroom being under it is kind of fun. And this right here, besides the river rapids and the car ride, it's mostly a nature walk just to complete the loop here. It was pretty hard to put in without making it look forced, but that's fine. You can get some ice cream right here. No, not here. Here. The car ride, Route 69, lol. and you go above the station of the River Epids ride. This is also from How to Play. This is what the River Epids looks like. As you can see, I made it so you can barely even see the borders in the water. It's very nice, thrilling. So in terms of future plans, well, as you can see, this park is kind of landlocked, so I can't really expand more without deleting other things. Eventually, though, I'm going to remaster How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, so I have a good chance to redo the park there. I will make World and Roller Coaster the exact same. Oh, I'm not trying to do construction on it. But other than that, I can basically redesign the park in any way I like. I do want to make it more dense and slightly more pretty. Like right here, there's a whole bunch of empty space that can't be developed on, which kind of bothers me. Same thing over here. I might just make a regular arrow corkscrew model with 3 inversions rather than a mega looper with a mega looper, just custom looper with 5 inversions. It's great, but we'll have to see once I get around to doing it sometime this spring. So, thank you all for watching. I hope to do more of these park tour videos very soon.
My god, what the hell, Tyrone? I'm not even mad, this is impressive. We're going to live inside this massive penis now.
I hate to tell you this, but this is actually vandalism. Vandalism.
It's illegal, you know.